everybody, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Mike Cadaver's Horror Pub Trivia. I'm Mike Cadaver.
And I'm Betty Cadaver, and we're coming to you from the Cadaver Tavern.
Over the next little while, we're going to be giving you 30 trivia questions all about your favorite horror movies, actors, directors, and monsters. So how about it? You ready?
Ready? Heck yeah, I'm ready. Ready to kick all your asses.
Wow.
Anyway, why don't we have our little friend come out and tell him what this show's all about?
First of all, he cannot come out because we have him locked in the basement. There's a reason, because he is a beast that we call the Trivia Gorilla.
Hi, me Trivia Gorilla. Me tell you how to play horror trivia. There are 3 rounds of 10 questions. We'll ask the questions and give you 15 seconds to answer, with a spot to pause the video if you need more time. After all the questions in the round have been asked and you've had a chance to answer, we'll go over the questions again with the correct answer. There will be a break between rounds. Obviously, you're welcome to play this trivia any way you want, but here are a couple of suggestions. Grab a pen and paper and keep track of your answers as they come in, and keep score however you want. Or go on your phone to trivia.corpsecollective.com and use that website to create a game session for you and your friends to play together wherever you are. Just know that the questions on the app are multiple choice, so it may be easier if you go to the website. You'll see a link as to how to use the app. Click that if you have any questions. The app will grade and score your answers and let you know how you did versus your friends. So, Trivia Gorilla says, have fun.
All right, so there you have it.
For this first round, we're going to be asking you 10 questions.
And the answer to each of these questions is going to be the name of a horror movie.
We call this round, shockingly enough, Name That Movie.
So go ahead, have fun. Number 1. What film that came out in 2012 tells the story of a group of college students who unknowingly find themselves in the middle of an annual sacrificial ritual to appease the Ancient Ones?
I live in the weak and the wounded.
Number 2. In this 2011 indie film, Claire and Luke, played by Sarah Paxton and Pat Healy, are working the last days of the historic Yankee Peddler Inn, only to find that all of the paranormal rumors are actually true. Number 3. This 1968 independently produced film was the directorial debut of George Romero. What was this film? Number 4. In what movie from 2003 was the Firefly family introduced?
Have you checked the children?
Number 5. This 1960 film, directed by Mario Bava, told the story of Princess Vaja, a witch burned at the stake who vowed revenge upon the ancestors of those who wronged her.
Don't give it any help, it knows too much already.
Number 6. In this 2005 period piece, a woman named Thomason, in the final act, writes her name in the book that belonged to Black Phillip. What movie is this? Number 7. In this 2007 French film, the character called La Femme wants to remove the unborn child from the protagonist Sarah. What film is this?
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Number 8. This 2017 horror comedy has an eerily similar plot point to Bill Murray's 1993 film Groundhog's Day. What film is this?
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you.
Number 9. In this Dario Argento classic film from 1977, Susan Bannion suspects, then later realizes that her school of dance is actually run by a coven of witches. What film is this? Number 10. In this 2012 remake of a made-for-television film, a young solicitor in Victorian England is set to settle the estate of a woman who had recently passed away, only to find her vengeful spirit still inhabiting the home. What film is this?
Blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Number 1. What film that came out in 2012 tells the story of a group of college students who unknowingly find themselves in the middle of an annual sacrificial ritual to appease the Ancient Ones? This was Cabin in the Woods. The Cabin in the Woods starts out like any other Cabin in the Woods style horror movie. A bunch of college kids want to head out of town for some debauchery, of course. But when we see there's something much larger going on in the background, as much comedy as it is horror, these kids actually encounter the oldest of evils. By the way, forget Thor or any of those Marvel flicks. This is Chris Hemsworth's best film in the 2000s. Number 2. In this 2011 indie film, Claire and Luke are working the last days of the historic Yankee Peddler Inn, only to find that all of the paranormal rumors are actually true. This is called The Innkeepers. Ty West, who directed The Innkeepers, was a huge up-and-comer in the horror filmmaking business at the time of this movie. More recently, he's been working on his Pearl/Maxine trilogy, which so far is amazing. At this point, Maxine still has not come out yet, but we have X and we have Pearl. He has a style of all of his own, and The Innkeepers is right in line with this style. Make sure to watch the absolute final scene very closely. Number 3. This 1968 independently produced film was the directorial debut of George Romero. What was this film? Of course, it is the illustrious Night of the Living Dead. What can you say about this movie? It's the mother of all modern zombie movies, directed by one of horror's all-time greats, Rip George Romero, 1940 to 2017. Number 4. In what movie from 2003 was the Firefly family introduced? House of a Thousand Corpses. Admittedly, one of my favorite movies of all time. Take it or leave it, people hate it, people love it, whatever. Rob Zombie, the director, was known for his music projects, art, and music video production at the time. Well, he took the idea for House of a Thousand Corpses and turned it into the campiest, craziest, potentially most disturbing, and basically the longest music video of all time. Number 5. This 1960 film, directed by Mario Bava, told the story of Princess Vaja, a witch burned at the stake who vowed revenge upon the ancestors of those who wronged her. This was Black Sunday. Mario Bava, one of the fathers of Italian giallo and horror, created this beautiful film. Barbara still plays 2 roles at her absolute best she's ever been on screen. Number 6. In this 2005 period piece, a woman named Thomason, in the final act, writes her name in the book that belonged to Black Phillip. What movie is this? Of course, it's The Witch. This movie, although a slow burn, is kind of an insane look at how it must have been to live in puritanical New England in 1630. The production, the look and feel, the atmosphere are perfect. Also, this gave us one of the best goat antagonists ever to grace the screen. Number 7. In this 2007 French film, the character called La Femme wants to remove the unborn child from the protagonist Sarah. What film is this? The answer is Inside, or in French it's called À l'intérieur. I know I butchered that. But in the height of the mid-2000s new French extremity movement in horror films, this is one of the most stressful and brutal out of all of them, and that's really saying something. Number 8. This 2017 horror comedy has an eerily similar plot point to Bill Murray's 1993 film Groundhog's Day. What film is this? It's Happy Death Day. Following in the footsteps of other bright comedic slashers from 20 years before, this movie relives one day over and over of a young girl, which always ends in her death. Number 9. In this Dario Argento classic film from 1977, Susan Bannion suspects, then later realizes that her school of dance is actually run by a coven of witches. Suspiria. Written by the team of Dario Argento and Daria Nicolodi, and directed by Argento, this film is the first in the Three Mothers trilogy. Like many of the Italian horror films of the time, style was definitely valued over substance. However, I don't know many people who don't consider this an absolute horror classic. Number 10. In this 2012 remake of a made-for-television film, a young solicitor in Victorian England is set to settle the estate of a woman who had recently passed away, only to find her vengeful spirit still inhabiting the home. The Woman in Black. In this, we learned that thankfully Harry Potter can actually perform well outside of the kids franchise. In fact, dude has been killing it as of late, with a bunch of off-the-wall performances like Swiss Army Man, Guns Akimbo, and Horns, not to mention the absolute true-to-life Weird Al biopic.
When Satan goes wild, so does the night child.
Only this way will we always be together.
Possessed into the darkest kind of evil. Once the devil takes hold, every man take cover from the night child.
No, Mommy! No, Mommy! The woman. Burning.
I never did like the old lady.
Sometimes I can read people's minds. Michael, you're in mortal danger.
One day, she was an innocent little girl. One night, she became something else.
Stop it!
And God help us all. Keep saying to yourself, she's just a child. She's just a child.
I love her, and she scared me to death.
Open the door! But this is the the child of hell. Beyond the darkness, beyond the devil, watch out for the night child.
The wait is over. At last it's here. All in one complete box set. The first 12 episodes of Sleazy Pictures After Dark. Think how proud you will feel owning this first season of unsurpassed cinematic brilliance while displaying it proudly on your coffee table or bookshelf. Friends and guests alike will know they are in the presence of a superior intellect when they see your refined tastes in entertainment. And don't worry, there are no cheap double-sided DVDs in this collection, as each episode is on its own individual disc, ensuring superior quality. Shh! But don't tell them how much it costs. They might think you're no better than them. Yes, it's true. Sleazy Pictures After Dark is bringing you palatial entertainment at homeless prices. So order yours today.
Don't cast away that annoying single in your wallet or purse when you could be supporting the creator of these cartoons via Patreon with that very same $1. $1 for a full year of awesome phony cartoons. Please consider supporting the creator of this cartoon on Patreon with $1. That's all I ask of my minions. $1. $1 a year. And if you can't afford $1 a year, then you're in worse shape than I am. And you know what? I totally understand.
All right, so there you go, round one. I hope you did well, but more importantly, I hope you did much better than the friends you're playing with.
Yeah, because that's really important.
Well, listen, how embarrassing is it going to be when all of a sudden everybody knows how weak that your horror trivia knowledge is, and thus exposing yourself as a fraud?
Because I'm sure everyone's worried about that.
Well, I guess so. Anyway, this round is about your people, my people, all of our people, psychos and slashers.
Well, maybe your people.
Well, regardless of whose people it is, why don't we get to it?
Question number 1. Who provides the voice of Chucky in the original Child's Play film and all of the sequels, but not the remake? Question number 2. In Friday the 13th, what game are 3 of the counselors playing during the thunderstorm? Question number 3. What does crazed killer Frank Zito, played by Joe Spinell, do with the scalps of his victims in Maniac, 1980? Around what theme are the murders based in Seven? Question number 5. Who plays Tiffany in The Bride of Chucky? Question number 6. Who composed the memorable theme music for Halloween? Question number 7. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 1986, who plays Texas Ranger Lefty Enright? Question number 8. In Halloween 2, what does Laurie find out about her relationship to Michael Myers? Question number 9. Who directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1973? Question number 10. According to Hannibal Lecter, in The Silence of the Lambs, 1991, what did he once do to a census taker? Question number 1. Who provides the voice of Chucky in the original Child's Play film and all of the sequels but not the remake? Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif is a legend. From his role in The Exorcist 3 to his role in The Lord of the Rings, this dude kills everything he performs in. I'm not going to lie, in the first scene of Urban Legends, as he was trying to warn the young woman that someone was in the backseat of her car, even if I knew it was Brad Dourif, I would have hauled ass out of there. Question number 2. In Friday the 13th, what game are the 3 of the counselors playing during the thunderstorm? Strip Monopoly. Possibly one of the most awkward board games ever played in a movie. I mean, who even knows the rules? I guess it doesn't matter since we didn't get the fruits of their game labor after all. Lame. Question number 3. What does crazed killer Frank Zito, played by Joe Spinell, do with the scalps of his victims in Maniac, 1980? He puts them on mannequins. Joe Spinell, a notorious nice guy in real life, might be one of the creepiest looking people in all of film, especially in this movie. He's a tubby, sweaty, crazy-eyed guy with a penchant for talking to himself, perfect for this role. Question number 4. Around what theme are the murders based in Seven? The 7 Deadly Sins. One of David Fincher's absolute best. However, remember that time that Kevin Spacey made a dude eat spaghetti till he couldn't hold any more and then kicked him in the gut to kill him? Gross. Question number 5. Who plays Tiffany in The Bride of Chucky, 1998? Jennifer Tilly. If the role of Tiffany Valentine wasn't specifically written for Jennifer Tilly, I never would have guessed. The bosomy minx had the perfect look, attitude, and body language to play the Bride of Chucky. Question number 6. Who composed the memorable theme music for Halloween? John Carpenter, absolute master of horror, the multi-talented John Carpenter directed horror classic after horror classic. Question number 7. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 1986, who plays Texas Ranger Lefty Enright? Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper chews the scenery in the sequel that came 13 years after the original. This was also the sequel that we were introduced to, Chop Top and Stretch. This movie also gets the award for the creepiest use of an Oingo Boingo song ever. In Halloween 2, what does Laurie find out about her relationship to Michael Myers? They are siblings. Not a bad sequel at all. It was written by Carpenter, but not directed by him. I mean, I guess the family angle led to the stories of some of the sequels, but the best thing that we got out of this movie was the surprise finger in the butt meme. Question number 9. Who directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1973? Tobe Hooper. Tobe Hooper, another horror master, was on a roll soon after directing this movie with movies like Poltergeist, Life Force, The Funhouse, and Eaten Alive. Taken from us too soon when he passed away in 2017, it was extra brutal since it happened to be about a month after George Romero passed away. Question number 10. According to Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, 1991, what did he once do to a census taker? I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. I realize this is an iconic scene in all of horror. However, at this point in the movie, I'm still trying to get over Miggs telling Starling he can smell her, I'm just glad that Lecter was a gentleman telling Starling he himself could not.
"13 years ago, audiences across America were horrified by the savagery of a faceless killer. In the wake of this bizarre rampage, he vanished. Now, after more than a decade of silence, he has come out of hiding. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. The Buzz is back. Directed by Tobe Hooper.
G'day, I'm Liam.
I'm Chalky.
We're the creators of
Thrash
or Off. Do you want to learn more about the bands we have featured on this web series? Or just check them out? Well, you can have a listen to them on our Spotify playlist, Thrash or Off.
You can check us out at our Facebook page or our Instagram page if you want to learn more about the bands.
Please also support OSI 74's myriad of programming on their Roku channel. Or if you're like us poor Aussies and don't have a Roku, you can check out their content on their brand new website.
I hope you're enjoying the series right now.
We've had a lot of fun making it.
Sure have.
Thrash or Off. Who the keeps doing that? Seriously!
From the Church of the Subgenius and the Bulldotta Time Control Labs. SubgeniusFoundation.bandcamp.com. With more than 10 hours of eargasmic ecstasy. Only $10 per album or $1 per track. Pull the wool over your own eyes all over again with Sister Melodious Chops. Dr. Ahmed Fishmonger. Brother Cleve Donut Duncan. Jehovah Hates Fred. Artemia Selena. The El Queso All-Stars. Noral Prep. Dr. Onan Canobite. And many, many more. Spend money, gain slack. Order now.
All rights reserved. All known materials are copyright by their respective owners. Any similarities between anyone living or dead is purely coincidental. If redness continues, please consult a physician. Children under 18 need not apply. Void where prohibited. Offer expires while due. Operators are standing by.
So, So, we figured that we gave you the name for the first 2 rounds, that we would make this one a little harder.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna pull Charlie and go wild card.
Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense, since if you use the companion website located at trivia.corpsecollective.com to play along with your friends, each correct answer is worth 3 points as opposed to just 1 or 2.
Please, please, please use this website. My dear husband has worked incredibly hard on it, and we're all so proud of him.
Thanks, babe. Round 3. Number 1. What is the name of the character played by Bela Lugosi in The Wolfman from 1941? Question 2. In Trick or Treat from 2007, the group of 4 hot women are revealed to be what type of monsters? Number 3. Who directed 28 Days Later from 2002? Number 4. What is the name of the fictional Canadian mining town in which My Bloody Valentine from 1981 is set? Number 5. In Audition from 1999, after paralyzing Oyame, what method involving needles does Asami use to torture him? Number 6. 30 Days of Night from 2007 takes place in what American state? Number 7. What is the relationship between Ginger and Bridget in Ginger Snaps from 2000? Number 8. The killer in The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, a 1970 giallo, wears what color gloves? Number 9. In Army of Darkness from 1992, the incantation Ash has trouble reciting properly was a reference to what classic film? And number 10. In Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer from 1986, where did Henry and Otis meet? Number 1. What is the name of the character played by Bela Lugosi in The Wolfman from 1941? The answer is Bella. It's kind of a tricky one here. You're probably slapping your palm against your forehead if you didn't get that one. But in your defense, it's an old one, and it might have been a long time since you've seen it. Number 2. In Trick or Treat from 2007, the group of 4 hot women are revealed to be what type of monsters? The answer is werewolf. They were werewolves, but they were very hot werewolves. I'm not gonna lie, I would have definitely been enticed to go to their party in the woods, and I definitely would have been a meal. Number 3. Who directed 28 Days Later from 2002? The answer is Danny Boyle. In 2002, this was such a crazy idea for a quote-unquote zombie movie. The crazy, fast, and unstoppable infected blew our minds when we saw this for the first time. Then came the Zombies Online arguments about what's considered a zombie, whether zombies run, blah, blah, blah. This pedantic bullcrap arguing was the beginning of the end for me to be able to even enjoy a zombie film, at least until Train to Busan came out much later. Number 4. What is the name of the fictional Canadian mining town in which My Bloody Valentine from 1981 is set? The answer is Valentine Bluffs. Excellent 80s slasher. However, if you haven't seen it, or haven't seen it in a long time, you need to make sure that when you look for it, you find the version with all the edited scenes put back in. Like, I truly wonder if it had been released with those, which sequel we'd be on today. Number 5. In Audition from 1999, after paralyzing Oyame, what method involving needles does Asami use to torture him? The answer is acupuncture. The problem with Asami is that she's super hot. She's very meek and mild, but I guess those are the ones you have to look out for because she is crazy. No way you'd ever think you would ever find yourself sprawled out on the floor as she has you overpowered, putting needles in all parts of your body. Number 6, 30 Days of Night from 2007 takes place in what American